Okay, these are my predictions for UFC 83, Sarah versus St. Pierre 2. Okay, bottom we have Ed Herman versus Damian Maia. I don't really give two shits about this fight, but I think Maia via unanimous decision. Brad Mullins versus Cain Velasquez. Okay, although Brad Morris has a lot more experience, and I think that Velasquez is making his UFC debut. I think Cain is going to pull a win out of this with a first round knockout, because Cain seems to be on a roll from a lot of people's perspectives that I've been getting talk about. Jason Day versus Alan Belcher. I think Alan Belcher will definitely win this, because Jason Day, as far as I can tell, hasn't really been that much exposed to that much good competition. However, I think it's going to be a odd, weird, unanimous decision. I think, okay, next we have Joe Dorkson versus Jason McDonald. Byron basically took the words right out of my mouth. Joe Dorkson is going to beat the living shit out of Jason McDonald, because all Jason McDonald has is wrestling and submissions. He doesn't have anything else. And Joe Dorkson, as far as I can tell, has pretty decent submission defense, and overall I think he's overall pretty better than everything else than Jason McDonald. And even then, Jason McDonald's wrestling, like, it's passable, but nothing really to cry home about. Like, he's not just Kodchek good or anything. Next, you have Rich Clemente versus Sam Stout. This fight, I've been switching sides just like the main event like this. However, I got finalized that I'm going to get Rich Clemente. I think Rich Clemente is going to get submission via strikes. However, that might change in the second round. Oh yeah, and I think that Joe Dorkson is going to beat the shit out of Jason in the first round. Anyway, second round is submission via strikes or something else, maybe, most likely. Next we have Goulet versus Hironaka. Don't know. I think I'm gonna go very, very knockout heavy, just like Byron, due to the fact that let's say after watching Fight Night, they've been a shitload of knockouts in that one, or at least very interesting knockouts. So I'm gonna think that this pay-per-view is just gonna be like Fight Night. Very few decisions. So I'm gonna say Goulet knockout second round. Next you have Bochek versus Mac Danzig. Mac's a prick. Mark, he is still green. I think he only has had like four or five fights. I want Mark to win, but to be smart, I'm picking Mac by decision, because I know he has the tools, but Mac's a tool himself, so I'm not really going to be giving him any credit, because I just don't like the guy. Not because he's a vegan, I just don't like him. I think he's a prick. Anyway, Mac Danzig, unanimous decision. Screw you. Okay. Next you have Charlie McCarthy versus Michael Bisping. I seriously think McCarthy seriously should change his name to Charlie McCarthy, because the way he's been fighting, he's just as good as that ventriloquist dummy. Michael Bisping, I hate the guy, but Charlie McCarthy's pretty shitty, so I would have to say Michael Bisping, second round knockout. Next, Nate Crowley versus Caleb Storms. Nate Crowley is overall better at everything. Also, his heart is into it. Plus, Caleb is pretty damn ugly. I think that this is going to be kind of like the one where Caleb was fighting. I think it was Belcher, and he got the cut. Except the cut is not really going to be the stoppage point. I just think he's just going to get the shit beaten out of him, and he's just going to crumble, kind of like Sakara, except a lot less of a pussy. Because that's what I think Sakara is. I think he's kind of cowardly, or at least just lacks the heart. Next, you have Travis Lutter versus Rich Franklin. I have to go with Rich Franklin because he's overall better. Travis Lutter hasn't really surprised me. Yeah, he has a winning record, but so what? Next, you have Matt Serra versus GSP. This one, I'm going back and forth. So basically, and I still can't choose which one is going to win, because Nuko, he did a very well is predicting Matt Serra, and he brought out all these decent points. And then Mildred did one, he also kind of counted some of the points. However, I'm basically gonna be using two methods here, and basically on MMA predictions and on the UFC official site, I'm picking GSP to win. 10-4 knockout first round, 3-minute. However, I think when I'm using the money method, I'm betting money on MMA playground. I think that I'm going to be using the money method as an experiment to just say, okay, which one would win? Because I think this is going to be a pretty damn exciting fight. So basically, I'm going to pick Nuker's guess on MMA playground on Matt Serra, because I really don't know who would win. I don't want to say that it's going to be a draw, because I think that's going to be pretty damn stupid if it does. So overall, I think that rationally, I think GSP should win. However, I wouldn't be surprised that Matt Serra wins, because if you look at it, I'm picking Matt Serra on MMA playground to win via submission, 3rd round, just like Nuker, because I think that I just want to check to see how the money method would be going, because I want GSP to win, but I think that overall it would be smart to place money on Serra, and also I like Matt Serra better than GSP. So again, that's a little biased, but overall I'm just picking I'm picking both of them, but for different reasons, you know. Again, I'll say it again, because I've been getting a lot of flack from a lot of people and saying that I don't know shit. But basically, I know there's more than one method than just saying want to win or who should win. So basically, Matt Serra if I'm going for money, but I want GSP to win. Anyway, this looks like a very good card. Well, not very good, lackluster. Good, but not great. UFC 84, however, that's gonna be an awesome card. I really hope Vandalay beats Jardine. And Sokuju actually, I'm glad Sokuju is actually still on pay-per-view. Anyway, see you later. Peace out.